What if our NFTs could be tied to physical objects? This isn't a crazy concept, right? Some artists have already done this by themselves, like Beeple with his Everydays collection, which includes a digital token along with a physical art piece. But the vast majority of NFTs are only in the digital world, so you can view it on your screen, but that's about it. If you want to hold it, feel it, or hand it over to your friend, you're pretty much out of luck. This is where Uniqly comes in. They are a new platform that serves as the bridge between NFTs and physical objects. You can easily create physical products from NFTs, or go the other way, create NFTs from existing real-world objects. So in this sponsored video, I'm going to dive deep into this young project, share with you what they're planning, what makes them different, and my personal opinion about this project. Oh, and I'll also tell you about their upcoming drop of NFT t-shirts. So if you're into NFTs or are just on the radar for innovative new projects, then you are in the right place. Strap in, my friends, because it's time for the deep dive. Alright, so before we dive into what Uniqly is about, let's talk about the why. We've all heard the debate raging across the world as NFTs rocket in popularity, which is, do they have real value? Some people argue no, while others say that they're being too close-minded and NFTs have value just like real-world collectibles do. But Uniqly wants to bring both sides together by marrying the digital and physical world with their solution. So you can have your digital token along with a tangible physical object. Let's take a closer look at how they actually do this. The first big part of Uniqly is their product generator, which takes an NFT and creates a product from it, like a t-shirt, hat, 3D object, canvas print, and so forth, right? Merchandise is what they're going to support initially, but eventually it'll cover all sorts of products. Uniqly is partnered with some manufacturing companies that can produce everything designed by the generator. Each of these products will have a QR code on them so you could scan it and see more info about the token behind it through a website like Etherscan, for example. Sounds simple, right? Oh, but there's so much more. Uniqly is going to have secure warehouses to hold some physical goods which are tied to NFTs. So if you own the NFT tied to one of these physical goods, then you've got options. You can trade it on their marketplace and hopefully make a profit. You can do some DeFi type features like yield farming with it, or you can go through a burning and redemption process to get the actual physical product shipped to you. Uniquely secure warehouses also lets them offer an escrow service. This is clutch because now we can go the other direction, from a physical object to an NFT. Here's an example. Let's say you owned a signed jersey from LeBron James. Through Uniqly's platform, you could generate a token that represented that jersey and then send that jersey over to the warehouse. Uniqly then verifies your item, and if it's legit, they'll activate your NFT in their ecosystem. Just like before, you could sell it to someone else who can then redeem it if they want to get your jersey, or you could do some DeFi type stuff with your new token. So Uniqly serves as a guarantor that these NFTs are backed by legit and actual physical objects. And that means people can use their marketplace for peer-to-peer trading in a really fast, easy, and hassle-free manner. They'll also support branded sites, so you can have your own page for your products, kind of like a Shopify page. Uniqly also has their own token, Unique, that powers their whole platform. It's an ERC20 token that's packed with a ton of utility. If you hold it, you can pay lower fees when using their platform. 15% of the platform profits will be paid back to token holders in the form of Ether, which is super cool. I mean, who doesn't like receiving Ether as passive income? Also, another 15% of their profits will be used in a buyback and burn process, which reduces the supply and could potentially increase the token's price. Holders also earn profits as part of the affiliate program. You can also stake Unique for special NFT rewards, get discounts on products when paying with Unique, and get exclusive access to certain collections too. I know I breezed through this, but you can check out their white paper and website for more info about the various use cases for the token. They had a pre-sale already earlier this year and raised about $2 million. Their token sale was actually super hot. Their last tier sold out in just 4 minutes. The total supply is 13 million Unique, and 63% was sold during the pre-sale. Not all of that is given immediately to the pre-sale investors though. They get 20% upfront, and then they can claim the remaining tokens at a 4% per week rate. I like this approach because that means they can't just dump everything immediately, and it gets spread out over a half-year period and just smooths out their emission. You might be wondering what's the current status of the project though, because like I mentioned, they are relatively new and actually just started in late 2020. They are heads down building out various parts of the platform right now, like their marketplace, bidding features, staking ability, and much more. They're also preparing to launch the token on Uniswap and doing some general marketing campaigns to bring awareness to their project. Now, this is super important because they're going to demonstrate how their entire platform works through an exclusive NFT t-shirt drop, which goes live on May 7th at 5 p.m. Central European Time. If you get whitelisted beforehand, you can access the drop 30 minutes earlier than the general public. This is going to prove their entire concept by letting you buy NFTs that represent these cool looking t-shirts. And then you can use their process to redeem it for a real world t-shirt at any time. I'll leave links to the whitelist and more info about their drop down in the description below. In the second half of this year, we can expect to see their initial product generator to launch, some special product collections to be available, and their tokens to be listed on some centralized exchanges too. A lot of exciting stuff on the roadmap for this year. They just gotta keep their heads down and execute now. In terms of the team, they are based in Europe and their leaders have built their own startups in the past. Their profiles are all public and you can check them out in LinkedIn. Just go visit the team section of their website that I'll link for you in the description below. Now, what is my honest opinion though? I think this whole concept is pretty interesting because some of my crypto friends have told me that they would not buy purely digital NFTs, but they would buy NFTs that were backed by physical objects, for example, because that still gives us something tangible that we can touch and feel. It's definitely not as easy compared to just downloading the image file and calling it your own NFT, right? There's still a lot of stuff to be worked out though, like will the physical objects actually look pretty and high quality? Let's say when we want to turn our CryptoPunk or CryptoKitty into a 3D object. If it looks ugly, then no one will want to use it. So I think that's a really important challenge for Uniqly to manage. Also, the supply side of the marketplace will be super important for the team to build out. It'll need a lot of hands-on care in the early days to make sure that interesting products are getting added by influencers, figureheads, or just other partners to make exclusive collections. In my opinion, if they're able to get some really unique or interesting products on there, then buyers will come. So let's just keep our eyes out for how their marketplace evolves and fills out. Finally, in terms of their token, it has a lot of benefits, that's for sure. But it ultimately depends on their platform adoption and the partnerships that they're able to close as to how valuable it will be in the long term. If they show some early signs of success, I may want to get my hands on some as a bet on their future trajectory. That's my thoughts. So what do you think about Uniqly and what they're building for the NFT space? Do you like this idea or do you just prefer to stick to digital NFTs instead? Let me know down in the comments below any questions, comments, and general thoughts you may have. Next up, I have a video about Ecomi with their OMI token and a live stream this weekend and every weekend debating the latest and greatest crypto topics. So if you want to catch those, be sure to subscribe and why not give me a like as well. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Cheers.